Hi, everyone. It's Wisteria. How are you? How's everybody doing? I know weather is really unusual in a lot of different parts of the country. I hope everybody is doing well and are avoiding any kind of really bad storms. It's just overcast and kind of gloomy here, but I'm very happy because it's not hot. It's actually very pleasant. The humidity is low. It's kind of rainy and muggy, not muggy. It's just rainy and misty, but it's basically a really nice day. So we got lucky. So I'm here today, and I had advertised this particular video as going from day to evening with just changing your Lipsense. And if you don't believe that that's true, I can attest that that is true, in that I've done it many times. So if you haven't, most of you have at least 2 or 3 or 4, maybe a lot more colors. I know I've seen some of my customers lately, and they are carrying around little sacks of colors. I'll tell you what I use, which is really great because you can get to eat the ice cream in it. So I use these little jars, and I use these a lot. In fact, at school, I use these for paper clips and push pins and elastic bands because I don't like them, like around the kids, especially some of the kids that I have that are special needs. But I have them up here on I have a little, it's like a little, it looks like a little tent. It goes like this. And so I can put things under it, and then I can put things on top. And I like these accessible to everybody. I mean, to me. So I put them in these little jars, and then I keep them up here. And there are many times that I keep them organized. And then there are many times that I don't. Hi, Vonna. How are you? Nice to see you. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for coming back. So our look today is going to be, I started out this morning with a video where I was showing my morning regimen, like what I do in the morning to get ready for school, work, whatever. And good. Is it less stormy now than it was before? Because I was just talking about the storms with people. Is it less stormy? I'm just putting a ticket in for you, that's all. I'm really happy that you were able to come back, because I don't know if I think you came to all 3 videos today. I'm trying to think. Oh, it's still raining, not as bad, and you have flooding. Are you in a flood-prone area for yourself? Like, do you have to worry? Like is somebody going to come around and knock on your door and say, you have to get out of here? Oh, good. Okay. Hey, June, how are you? Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. This is a video of going from day to night with just Lipsense. So I'm totally made up. I have everything on. I started out early this morning with a video showing my routine of how I do my morning cleansing and that sort of thing. And it was really ironic because somebody was asking me the other day if I do my routine every day and every night. And I said yes. And some of my friends and other fellow distributors and uplines have said that they thought my skin has looked a lot better since, months ago. And I can show you a picture This is, if it comes up, hold on. I just had it. I was going to print it, but you can almost see it better this way. This is me when I first signed up for Senegence in July. Look at this. It's even, now you can see the difference between that and my face today. Can you not? Look at the lines, how deep they are. The you can see the unevenness of my like freckles, the bags under my eyes. I hate to draw attention to it, but the smile lines are really deep. It's a pretty bad picture, and I thought I looked really good then. So I said to the person that asked me, I said, yes, I use my cleanser, my Serum C, my climate control, whatever I have, I use it every day. And I take off my makeup at night with Body Shea Butter. And I've talked about this before, the Shea Butter body cream. And the reason I do that is because Joni Rogers Conte, the CEO of her company, did a video and she showed how to take this, use this, and take all your makeup off. And I have not done anything but that since, because it's really amazing. You use this, and then I usually wash my face with the cleanser. She says it's not necessary, but I feel like I need to do that. Don't start, doggies. Don't start. Please don't start. So it was funny, Vonna. I know that you were around when one of them, they were barking a little bit before, but they generally are not barkers. And then after I did a couple of videos, they all of a sudden decided they were going to be quiet. So anyway, I did another video that showed the difference in crimson, and which is our new color, which is right here. And I had a little chart which I showed the different colors. And if we have time after this, I can always show that again. But crimson, a lot of people are a little confused. I just want to make sure people realize crimson is not the same color that was around over a year or two ago. And the reason I know that is because I have a tube of crimson red, which I've never opened because it was obsoleted or taken out of inventory. And here's the two colors. I'll put them side by side this way. Okay. The bottom one is crimson now, just crimson, which is the one we're selling now, which has more burgundy in it. And the top one is crimson red, which has more red. So a lot of the postings, if you notice, are a little bit different, like between, if you do see people posting. But the posting for crimson is a I'm sorry, wrong one. This one is a deep red with burgundy in it. And I just took some pictures. I'll post one later that is the correct one with me wearing it. But in any case, I wanted to go from day to night, and it's not going to be a long video. It'll be actually quite short. And I wanted to look at a couple of the colors that I normally wear at school, my day colors. And those happen to be nude pink, I often wear. I often wear Heartbreaker. I often wear Praline Rose. which is a very popular color with a lot of people. And Plum Pretty. Plum Pretty. And if you notice, they're all in the same sort of brownish tones, sort of neutrals. I call them neutrals. And I'm looking up here. Goddess is one. Goddess is one. And the one that I've been using a lot lately is Hazelnut. Hazelnut, which is also a neutral, but it's a dark one. So I didn't want to do a real dark one today, but you could. But I wanted to do something that went from day to night and show you the difference in what it looks like on your whole face. So I'm all made up. And I have my eyebrows and eyes and everything on. And guys, you got to stop it. Knock it off or I won't feed you. I don't really mean that. Just kidding. And I think what I'm going to use is Plum Pretty, because that's one. No, where did I put it? Praline Rose, because that's one that I use quite frequently. And I also use a gloss that's different. Like I use a gloss that's usually something like sand gloss or pink sand or something like that. I'm not so sure June's on or not because she hasn't said hi. So I don't know if she's on or she's just playing quiet. But I can't talk to people. June, please say hi. I have to, actually, I'm going to put my cat this way because the light is better this way. So I'm going to go like this. And you'll notice I changed the curtain to black. And basically that's so that you can really see the color better. The wand in this is odd. It's an odd shape. And I think it's me. Because when I use... All right. So that's one. So you can see it's a neutral color. I usually like to wear colors like this at school. And sometimes I just wear gloss. But if I were going out at night, I would not just wear gloss. I would want my lips to really pop. Sometimes these take a little while to dry. This one especially. I had notification that about 10 people were going to come to this. I think maybe I have the wrong time. Except Vaughn is usually good with time. So, all right. So then I'm going to go from corner to corner. Again. Try to tighten your lip. Like that. It goes on better. It's harder to do on the top lid. Top lip. I should say lid. Lid. Crazy girl. And so, get my little fan out. Pretend I'm on the beach or in Hawaii somewhere. Vonna, what was yup? What did I say? I must have missed my question or my... And here we go. Somebody just joined us. Karen! Karen, I'm doing the day to night, the day to evening look. So I have Praline Rose, and I'm going on my third layer, and Vaughna's on. And I think June, but sometimes she doesn't talk. This is probably a color you would like, Karen, because I know you like colors that are neutral and a little less red. But I wear this a lot at work. And the reason I know that is because I'm getting down on it. Do you know that these last 3 years, the shelf life, once they're open, 3 years. 3 years. Closed, it's like 7. It's like 7. So now I have 3 layers on. And it's, you know, a basic, it's called Praline Rose. So it has that like toasted rose kind of look to it. And if I were going to school, I would probably wear sand because it's one of my favorite. Or some of you may have sweet pea, which would be really good with the Praline Rose. Some of you might have the rose gold, but I don't think I really would put this with that. It kind of clashes. But one that would work would be my sticker came off, but this is Bougainvillea. It's like a tinted. And then my other glosses that I really like, and I've been using a lot lately, and I'm going to use one today because people aren't used to seeing it. And I like it. And it goes well with the Praline Rose, believe it or not, is this one. And this one is Golden Iris. Golden Iris. Looks really pretty by itself, too. So I'm going to use that as my finishing color. Oh, a little butterfly. Karen and I always say when butterflies are around, it's one of our old greyhounds. So here's Praline Rose with Golden Iris. So not particularly something that you would wear at night. Like nobody's going to come up to me and really notice my lips. Knock it off. Don't eat the butterfly. Okay. Just watch the replay if you want. It's called Praline Rose. I knew you would like it. It's, you know, I think, I forgot what kind of blush you got. No, stop it. Stop barking. I'll put you downstairs. All right, so I wanted to get a quick picture of this, though, because I was going to post it. So let me just see if I have bars here. And I'll do a real quickie picture. I won't put it on the stand, but I'll put it on this one because I wanted to show a split screen. And I can do it this way, I think. Okay. Oops. Took a picture of the wrong thing there. Okay. Yeah, I can do it this way. I just have to move this over a little bit. Do you hear the nice music? Oh my gosh. Brings me back to my performing days. I don't know if you guys... Stop it. Stop it. Okay. This has to go up there. Okay. So I'm going to just do a quickie photo. Okay. So now we'll do the evening look. We'll do an evening look. And I was going to do crimson, but I thought that's basically, I don't know. Do you want me to do crimson or do you want me to do a different color? I'll tell you the choices. We could do, these are colors that I would consider nighttime colors. Colors I would not wear it at school or during the day. And one of them is Fly Girl. It's very red. One of them is Be Ruby, which is very purpley pink. One of my favorite colors. Lexi Berry. See, you can see it's empty. This one. And what was the other one? Oh, Blue Red. Blue Red. Blue Red happens to be, it could be Blue Red or Hurricane Red. Actually, I can show you on this, aside from Be Ruby, if you look at this chart, most of these, except pomegranate, which is over here, and maybe strawberry shortcake and like if you ignored this rack, not rack, but this row, column, these colors would be great for evening. So, do you have any preference, Fauna? Because I will just pick one and I have to get this off. So I'm going to start taking this off. And fortunately, it's a light color. The Praline Rose is a light color. Oh, you had cherry blush. That's right. That's right. I remember. So I put Oops on a couple of, I put on a couple of layers and then I take it off. And I do this at school. If I'm going somewhere after school, I reapply my Lipsense, and depending on where I'm going, I change it. Look. The Oops works really, really well, and it keeps your lips moisturized so that you don't end up with really, really dry lips. All right. I just want to make sure most of the color's off and some of it's still on. So I'm going to take a little bit of the Body Shave Butter. That's why I had it here. And just get the rest of it off. So it looks pretty much like my own lips now. Just want to drink some water. I got a new mug that's really cool. Look at Wisteria. And then over here is the picture of the Senegence girl. It was a special treat for me. And it's great because at school I drink a lot of water, but I don't like to drink their water, so I fill it up. Anyway, so my lips are dry, and I don't know. I was going to do the new Crimson, but I think, Fauna, I think you've seen it, right? Have you seen the Crimson? All right, so I'm gonna go with blue red. No, I'm gonna go with I'm so indecisive. I'm gonna go my nighttime look today, and this is what I wore at corporate. So I'll do when I went to Tulsa. This is the color I used. And it's really pretty, and it's one of my top 10. And I won't tell you what it is until I get it on. You might know. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put one more layer of, oops, because I put shea butter, and that way it'll prime my lips. I don't know if you know it or not, but oops can tend to be an exfoliator. So it's actually really good to put it on your lips before you put on Lipsense. And I'm just going to get the water off of my water line. Okay, so trying to get the photography right. Okay, so this is what I'm going to be putting on. Evening wear. Not changing my clothes. Not changing anything about my makeup, just the color. I don't know what I did with it. I'm always losing everything when I work. Here it is. But I guess that's the way it is with Fauna. April joined. Great. April, I haven't told what color this is. This is the nighttime look. If you watch the beginning of the video, you'll see what color I had on in the daytime, which was Praline Rose, which is this color. More of a daytime look. How are my eyebrows looking? I always attribute my eyebrows to you because now I use the eyebrow stuff a lot. Remember to make your lips like this, kind of like tight when you do the second and third layer, just so that it's easier to go on. I use the eyebrow sense, and then I just fill it in a little bit with, I use Garnet because I don't want it really dark, 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 and the light is too light. And you're always asking me what's on my eyes. I left it over here to show you, so I'll go over that with you in a minute if you have time. Vana, were you counting? Is that the second layer? Yeah. I always go right inside my waterline. So that's 3. And then because I'm going out tonight, Not really, but I can pretend. Okay, you got it, Vana. Yes. April, actually, I normally don't even go online unless I have the brow sense on because my eyebrows are so light. I'm like you. On here for my gloss, because I'm going out tonight, I am going to use Prism. My gloss before was Golden Iris, which I've been using a lot of lately. I told everybody that. It's really, really, here it is, Golden Iris. It's really pretty on. A lot of people think it's like yellow. It's not. It's not. But Prism is like, to me, the ultimate go out for the evening look. And when you put it on, it looks like it's going to be really white. And then once you do this, it doesn't. But it gives it a sparkle that is definitely, now there's, to me, that's an evening look. That's more of an evening look. So I took Praline Rose, which is right here, and then I put on this, which I didn't tell anybody what it was, but it's one of my favorite, Be Ruby. And I would rarely wear, if I wear Be Ruby at school, I usually use it with like one layer and put other colors with it because it's very striking. So I put that on. So that's Be Ruby. And the daytime look, unfortunately, you can't see the difference. But all I did was change the color of my lips. My clothes are the same. My eyes are the same. My hair is the same. I might, you know, poof it up and get some hairspray or something, you know, and make it look more dramatic. But basically, that's it. That's it. Now, my eyes, I have on a combination. I've been doing this a lot lately. Of in the corners, I use Smoked Topaz and Sea Foam together because I find Sea Foam isn't dark enough, and Smoked Topaz Shimmer is too army green for me. It's too much of it. So I blend the two of those. And on the base, I used something nobody ever uses, Pink Posy. It's this. And then the highlight up here, I used white, just white. And for my eyeliner, I used, I want to make sure I have the right one, Onyx or black, as like I use that. And what I did was this Smoked Topaz. I took a very, very small brush, which I have since put over there, very, very fine brush, and I went close to the black line here and here so that it kind of blended with the green there and there. So that was the kind of the look I had for the day. Prism is gorgeous. Prism is gorgeous. You would like Pink Posy. See it closely. Because you're fair, and I've used it as just a highlighter with maybe a little bit of another color like garnet or something. But Pink Posy is really nice. I met a certified makeup artist out in Tulsa when I was out there, and she was the one that turned me on to Pink Posy. She said no one ever uses it, but she said it's a great color. So write it down in your book so that next time and write Prism down, because Prism is really, you should give Prism to your sister for Christmas. This would be a really, because I think Prism, I think Prism's the same price. It might be a little more, but I'm not sure now because I don't think it's in this book. It came out after. I don't think. Hold on, let me look. But I wanted to show you those colors because I know. Oh, and I included in the middle, I put a little silver to blend between the outer and the inner, because here I need something to point, and I don't want to have a pen where it's going to poke my eye out. In here, I have white in the very, very corner here because it's dark. I have dark set eyes because of the hoods, because I have hoods. Hooded eyes, where they fall back. Actually, this one. You can see the difference. See the difference? This one, it sort of overlaps, and this one is open more. That's a hooded eye. So the color of my shadow disappears when I look a certain way. When I go like this, my hood goes inside. It's typically what Asian people's eyes are like. They lose their eyes. They go in. Her birthday is September 19th. That would be perfect. Okay, that sounds good. So, did you have any other questions? I did do a video today on crimson. Did you see it? Or did you see the one from the other night? This is crimson. I was going to wear that as my night look, but I put it on already today. But I wanted to show you something, April, since you're on, and if you have a minute. A lot of times when you look around the internet, you're going to see pictures of crimson that do not look like this. They don't look like this. They look like this. And that's because this used to be a color we had called crimson red. I don't use it. It was something that was sent to me when I was first a distributor, and I decided to keep it because I had other reds, and I just didn't use it. See, it's still sealed. But that's crimson red. And this is the new crimson. It has more of a burgundy color to it. Oops, just dropped it. So if you put them together, look at the difference. So people are very confused. So I'm going on a couple of times showing the difference to just make sure people realize that the crimson we have now is not like hurricane. This is more like hurricane red. It's more like this. If you put these two together, they're nearly identical. Excuse me. And then what I did on my video, if you watch the other video, is I showed a cross section of the different reds and how they compare. Because I'm such a teacher, I had to draw little pictures. How do you like my lips? Hi, Natalie. Hey there. Hi, Virginia. Uh-oh. Don't read anything, Virginia. You like the darker one, right? I do too. Now I'm going to ask Natalie. I'm going to put her on the spot. Natalie, what color is this? It's my nighttime look. I didn't write it anywhere, so you have to guess. I bet you she'll guess. Yeah, so Virginia, don't look ahead. Don't look anywhere because April's been busy shopping. What color? Come on, Miss Natalie, you should know this color. It's one of my favorites. It's a nighttime look. I can't believe you don't know it. You should know it. And, oh, it's not in here. I lost it. That's right. I lost it. I had a picture of me from a long time ago. You love my eyes? I was just going over the colors. Seafoam green and smoked topaz together in the corner with a little bit of seafoam green and silver. So it transitions in the middle. And I started out with pink posy underneath. Up here is white. The corners are white. So pink posy goes into white. And my eyeliner is onyx black. And like I told April, underneath my eyes here, to get a smoky look, I took a small tiny brush and outlined with where the black is, the smoked topaz to kind of blend the top and the bottom lids together. I just love playing with makeup. I just do. Oh, you're very close. You're very close, Miss Natalie. It's not sheerberry, but I had sheerberry here. I almost went with sheerberry, but I didn't think it was fancy enough. Almost went with sheerberry and not violet volt. Kind of combine those two together. April doesn't know either. I didn't tell anybody. Oh, April might know. I think I may have told her. All right, my daytime look was Praline Rose, which you can see in the beginning of the video, with a golden iris gloss, these two. It's not yellow. It looks yellow, but it's really not yellow when you put it on. It's just golden. It's just bright. So my nighttime look is Be Ruby Miss Natalie. You should know that. And Prism. So these two, Prism and Be Ruby, to me are very, very evening-like. I know. I'm just busting you. I'm just kidding you. You would not necessarily know that because you're not that close to my lips. If you were closer, you might see it. But it's Be Ruby and Prism, which are like, to me, if you're going out at night, Prism is a great color because it sparkles and it picks up the light. That's why they call it Prism. The Prism lightened, yes, and it lightens it up. It does. And I almost wore Purple Rain. Purple Rain is right here. So you were close. I almost wore Purple Rain. I almost put Purple Rain on. But Prism is one of my absolute favorite glosses. We have a ton of gloss now. So I probably am going to be doing some kind of a gloss special at some point in time. There are some glosses I have that are out of stock at the factory, but I have. So not Sweet Pea. Well, I do have Sweet Pea, but you have to buy the bouquet. You have to buy the whole thing. Yeah. And I do have the rose gold. And Natalie, you got that last night. And I think until I get things squared away with Angela, I'm going to use the wheel as if you purchase something over $40, around 40, you get a spot on the wheel. And then when we get everybody on there, we'll spin the wheel. Spin the wheel for a free shadow sense or a free lip gloss. Either one. So I've been on like almost all day off and on with videos, and I've posted them to my page. I've also posted them to YouTube, and a lot of you don't know, but I have a blog, and I have been blogging, and this will go on my blog as well. And so when it goes on the blog, I will share my blog with you guys. I have not because I wanted to get some posts up there. So that's about it. But I appreciate everybody that came on today. I had a great time. I spent my day with my friends, and it's blah, blah, blah out in Connecticut. But I really wanted to do this, and I wanted to do the nighttime evening because it's really easy to just change your color and end up with a nighttime look. And you don't even have to change your makeup because it's on there for good. Like once it's on there, like April says, it does not come off. It just stays there. I love you all. Jensen is telling me it's 10 minutes to FEEDING time. So I will say good night to all of you, and thank you for being such great people. I love you all. Thank you. Enjoy your rest of your evening.